Hey everybody, I'm down here on the floor to show you our foot warm up. We've been doing this at the beginning of most of our classes and some of my training sessions this month. And I'll show you with my hand first because it's weird to see what I'm doing with my feet. But basically I'm doing lift all 10 toes. And then I'm pretending like this is my big toe. Lift just my big toe. Then I leave my big toe and lift my other toes, and then what I call the foot fist. So I curl my toes under, release them without lifting them, curl them under, release them, stretch them out, and then eversion, inversion. And I'll take you through all this here in a minute. We're doing this A to wake up your feet. It's a good thing to start with at the beginning of a class or training session. Then when you're doing your squats or even your ab work in Pilates, you can feel that connection all the way down to your feet and your toes. And then also if you've got working on your balance or issues with your arches or weak or tight ankles, really good to do all of these things for foot and strength and mobility. Yeah, so here we go with our foot exercises. Come on up to standing and do with me. Okay, so see my toes. I've got on my toe socks so you can see I have the ability to spread my toes apart pretty good. I got little monkey toes. See if you can lift all 10 toes. So my foot stays on the ground mostly, just my toes lift, and then I put them back down. That's it, lift and lower. So I'm lifting all 10 toes. That was 2, let's do 10. There's 3, lift and lower, 4, and then as I come down, I spread my toes out. 5, 6. See how much space you can get between each toe. And there might be stuff happening up the chain. You might move the rest of your body. No, I think that was 9. Let's say one more for 10. Now I'm going to leave my toes on the ground except for my big toe. So I'm lifting just my big toe. That's 2. And you can kind of tell if you look close, one of my feet has a little more mobility than the other. For my big toe, it's easier for me to pick up on the right. There's 5. So I'm trying to leave my other toes spread out. So this is my toe that has more mobility. 6, 7. So you might notice one side different than the other. 9, 10. We're doing 10 of each thing. Now I'm going to leave my big toes, leave them on the ground, and just lift my other toes. 1, 2. So big toes stay down. And you can see my ankles move in a little bit. 3, 4. And as you come down, you might as well try spreading them out again. 5, 6. And what happens all the way up into your legs and pelvis? 9. So big toe stays down, other 4 toes lift. Now we have foot fist. I'm going to curl my toes under. Now here's the hard part. Can you relax your toes without lifting them off the ground? Turn to the side to show. Foot fist, curl, toes under, relax them. So if I'm not being really mindful of that, this might happen. Scrunch, pick your toes up. Scrunch, pick your toes up. So that's not what we're doing. What we're doing is making a little fist with our toes. So the whole bottom side of my foot is tensing up. And then just relax your toes. Stretch them out on the floor. Foot fist. So I'm talking and counting. I'm going to say we got 5 more of these. Fist or curl your toes. Stretch them out. Last 4. Make a foot fist. Relax your toes. And notice what happens up the chain as you do this. Do you feel muscles in your legs and hips working? We'll do one more of these guys. Foot fist and release. Now I'm going to do eversion, inversion. So the pinky toe side of this foot gets heavy. Big toe lifts. The big toe side of this foot gets heavy. Can you see what my feet are doing? And then switch sides. Big toe lifts. Pinky toe lifts. Yeah. So I can see, you can see how my legs move, my hips move, my torso moves. It's a foot and ankle thing that I'm focused on. Leaning over to one side. And if this is too much to do both legs, do one foot at a time. Leaning. Now you'll be able to tell too, if you look close, which of my ankles has more mobility. I've got more control strength and mobility in one foot than I do in the other. But by doing this kind of stuff, I can improve on my muscular strength, joint mobility. Yeah, then each time you come back through center, you could take a moment and let your toes relax. Yep, gotta get my feet straight. Okay, a couple more of these guys, leaning on your pinky toe, big toe. Relax your toes. That's neutral or parallel. Lean on your pinky toe, big toe, and relax. Lean. So everything's moving up. My ankles, you could bend your knees. So let's see. I'm not a downhill skier, but if I bent my knees, would this be like if I was on skis cutting down the mountain? Yeah, is that what it's called? From Florida, I'm not a skier. Let's do one more each side. So I did tilt over to one foot and then tilt to the other foot. Okay, so we did our lift your toes. We did lift just your big toe, lift just your other toes, foot, fist, and straighten, eversion, inversion. Try those this week and let me know, was it easier to do one foot or the other? And are any of those particularly challenging for you? And if you do have foot stuff going on, of course, see a medical professional. But if you know that this is something you could play with at home, if you wanted some homework to do, and just monkey around with that and see how it goes and let me know your results.